the impact of artificial intelligence on communication and marketing. That's the topic I'll be speaking on, and I would take my time, although I would still within the time that I have, just to ensure that I leave something with everyone participating in this event this morning. So um, for the content, that's the things I'll be discussing. First, I'll be talking about mastering the art of adapting to and leveraging technological shifts. That's particularly growing with the growing landscape of technology. As technology grows, we ought to grow with it. So that's the first thing I'll be speaking on. Then I would speak about revolutionizing engagements through the strategic implementations of chatbots. Then I'll speak about personalized user experiences. I'll speak about data-driven decision making and cutting-edge innovations. So those are my primary areas I'll be focusing on for this session. So to start with, as a form of introduction, I I, I am a marketing and communications professional, and for the years which I have um, employed my skills, and I have also learned about marketing. This particular quote here is something I know to be true all around in marketing. And it's that marketing and communication speaks to the heart. Marketing and communication speaks to the heart. If you would want to educate someone, educate a student, you have to learn how to communicate to the heart of that person. If you also want to get a customer, you want a customer to make a buying decision, or you want a customer to purchase your product or um, employ your service. To a very good extent, we must understand how to speak to the heart, how to um, capture the heart of that customer or that potential customer. So I believe this is the central focus for every marketing and communication activity. It's about understanding the heart of the audience you are trying to speak to. So where does AI come in? Because artificial intelligence is currently scaling up. Although artificial intelligence has been for so many years, it's actually been for so many years, but in the recent years it has been exploding. It has become more user friendly, and it has become something that an average man can see and interact with and leverage. Before, many years ago, it was primarily experts that knew how to utilize artificial intelligence. That based on the skills that AI had in those times. Before, it was primarily marketing experts or technology experts, engineering experts, software engineering experts. But right now, AI is becoming something that an average man can use, can leverage, can um, utilize in his everyday life. AI is becoming something that you don't need too much experience or too much, engineering knowledge to leverage AI. You as a layperson, me as a layperson, with little or no engineering experience, I can you know, leverage AI for my skill. I can leverage AI for my job. I can leverage AI for my academics, for the things I am doing, basically. So if marketing communication speaks to the heart, what does AI do in marketing and communications? I believe AI empowers us to listen to the heart better. AI empowers us. It gives us ability to process enough data that can tell us what the hearts of people would want. So we can listen. So, for example, there are a number of AI social listening tools that you can use to listen to conversations going on social media, to listen to what your competitors or your target audience are saying online. These tools are AI powered, but with them, you can listen to what your audience wants. You can have an insight. You can tailor your marketing or your communications to, to synchronize with what your audience wants. So now to the last part of this introduction, people are the message. AI helps us decode the language. Marketing and communications is all about people. It's all about understanding people and giving them what they are interested in. It's also about understanding people and giving them value that they need. Value that they need. Sometimes people may not realize they need something until you show them why they need it. That's marketing and that's communication. So people are the message. AI just helps us. It helps AI processes people, people's behavior, processes people's language, processes people's interests, and gives us the language how we ought to send our message to people. So just trying to put you know how AI can help our marketing and communications into context. That's primarily what I'm trying to do with this introduction. So if we don't remember anything, we remember that marketing and communications is about people, and AI helps us to speak to those people better. AI helps us to understand them better. So to the next slide, that's the first thing I'll be speaking about, which is leveraging technological shifts. Technology is constantly evolving, and the field of marketing communications is not an exception. In fact, we are really affected by the growth of technology. Our industry is very much impacted by this technological growth. For example, education, um, the explosion of um, of ChatGPT, Bard before now, um, Gemini or Gemini, however it's best pronounced. So we know that the explosion of these tools, one of the people that it's affected the most, or the industry affected the most, is the education industry, the education sector. Understanding that, oh, students can leverage technology to research, students can leverage AI to process their thoughts, arrange their write-ups, structure their ideas. We are largely affected by the growth of technology, and when we do not adapt to how technology grows, we will definitely be left behind. Our degree of productivity can drop, or we will remain at the same level of productivity when everyone around us who are leveraging technology, they have scaled up their productivity. So adapting to new technologies allows us to reach audiences more effectively and more efficiently. Yes, especially in marketing and communications. So what do I mean? While I was doing the introduction, I was saying that um, AI helps us understand the language we ought to use to speak to our audience. AI helps us to process their behavior. Now, when we adapt to these new technologies, we are more skillful, with tailoring our communication to our specific audience, which is more effective, which is one of um, the edge that the digital space has over traditional marketing. You know that traditional marketing, it could be a billboard, it could be a lamppost, it could be, a banner that is placed along the road. Anybody can see it. A child can see it. A person who is a pet owner can see it. A person who is a doctor can see it. A lawyer can see it. Different people can see it. Different people across different industries. And these people may not necessarily need that ad or that content or that product that is being put out. But on the digital space, we have the opportunity to tailor our marketing to the exact people that are interested in it. We also have the ability to learn about a particular audience or a particular demography using the technical language, a particular demography, learn their behavior, learn how they do by utilizing data and technology. And the beautiful thing about AI is that AI, will save you time, save us time. It saves us time because it will process large form of data in a very short period of time. So you wouldn't need to, personally review up to maybe a thousand customers. You have data of 1,000 customers and you want to check trending patterns that can help you make a decision. You may not need to review all those data yourself, and AI can easily drive that research for you, that analysis for you. And there are so many AI tools that provide this kind of service, which we may look at later in this presentation. So AI presents a powerful tool to personalize communication and engagement. Now, innovation is a successful attempt to make life easier, more comfortable, and more entertaining. One of the reasons I put these quotes in this particular slide is that when we say innovation, technology is innovating, it's evolving. There is a new technology out. There is a new technology in town. Oh, okay. And now you don't necessarily need to, write your emails yourself. You can just share your idea with an AI, and then it just rephrases it in a very, very professional way. If you want it to be formal, it rephrases in a formal way. If you want it to be informal or friendly, jovial, you can do all of that. Why these things are trending or they are coming up is because they have successfully made life easier. They have made life more comfortable and to some extent more entertaining. So that's what innovation is. And as technology continues to evolve, new innovations are coming out. As long as we have a goal to provide an easier and a more comfortable and a more entertaining experience for our audience, then it's good we shift with technology. We shift, we move, we evolve as technology evolves. So that's primarily first thing about how we should leverage or why we need to leverage technology as technology continues to evolve. Now the power of human behavior, the power of human behavior. AI is um, such a very interesting tool because, or would I say, let me call it an innovation. Yes, because it's it's trained by human behavior. It's trained by what we do and by what I do. So let me put it in a much simpler way, we are likely going to be familiar with Instagram, with platforms like TikTok, primarily social media. The way the algorithm works is that it works based on interest. So um, I see a video, a comedy skit. I watch that comedy skit. I spend, let's say, 5 minutes watching that comedy skit. What I have done is that I have suggested or I have told the algorithm that I am interested in this content. And when I swipe, before I swipe 5 times, I will likely see another content similar to the one I have just watched. Now, that is AI processing human behavior. That video I just watched is that video I just watched is human behavior. I just process my character, my person with that AI, and then it learns from me that okay, this is what this person is interested in, this is what this person likes, and then I will give him more of it. So AI processes human behavior, which leads me to the quote I've written up there, saying that we use AI to learn more about human behavior, not to replace it. So there's this popular um, trend that came out when when um, generative AI and chatbots, um, in-app chat AIs like ChatGPT and other image generating AIs, video generating AIs, when the explosion of AI, went out and everybody was saying AI is coming to replace man, AI is coming to replace you at your jobs, AI is coming to replace, yes, which to some extent, there's good sense, there's very, very true logic in it. But personally, I also believe that AI cannot replace man. AI is processed by man. Man is constantly learns from man's behavior. Although, of course, it's always a debate. It's always a debate. I've engaged in the debate at different levels, and of course, I have my perspective. People have their perspectives. There are different school of thought. So I'm not saying it's a straight conversation, but just for the purpose of this part of this session, we use AI and we train AI by how we behave, by human behavior. So how do we leverage this while we use AI? So let's start. So at the heart of marketing communications lies the understanding of human behavior. Our message must appeal to emotions, needs, and aspirations. You have a class of 300 students. You have data of those 300 students. You share content with them, they interact with it, they interact with your slides, with your lecture, they interact with your ideas. We must know how to learn their behavior as students for us to understand how best to educate them. This person learns visually better than verbally. This person learns verbally better than text, better than write-ups and all of that. This person learns verbally better than text. So I'm just saying, understanding the different behaviors of our audience will help us know how best to approach them. Will help us know how best to give them value, and they would see that value and receive that value. That's power of human behavior. And that's one thing AI can help us process. That's one thing AI can help us analyze: human behavior. Empathy and emotional intelligence are crucial for effective communication. We must understand emotions. Remember that the introduction, while I was starting, my introduction was primarily that marketing and communication is about speaking to the heart. Once we do not have very strong emotional intelligence with our communication, we may lose our audience, we may lose our students, we may also lose our message. So our job is to connect with our audience on a human level, which is why AI, though a powerful tool and a tool that we can use, we ought to use, because it's evolving. It's it's an innovative approach to communication. It's our job to, you know, process that AI by our reasoning as well, as humans on a human level, to 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 ensure that we provide the AI enough data, human behavior data, that we tailor our communication particularly to our audience. So, for example, you want to come up with, let's say you're coming up with a lecture for a number of students, or a training, and then you prepared your slides. You just want AI to just help you straighten it out, and then you just copy and paste your slides there, saying, okay, oh yeah, AI, can you help me structure the slide very well? That's that manner of approach to AI would give very poor results, because you do not giving the AI enough information of human behavior, what your audience is like, for it to understand how best to, structure your data, how best to arrange your data. So that's really understanding the power of human behavior in communication and marketing. Marketing and communication is about understanding human behavior and leveraging human behavior, to give emotional content, emotional communication. Okay, so the human AI advantage, one of the major powers of AI, which is processing, sorting, and analyzing data. Yes, virtually almost every artificial intelligence tool does one of these three things. You give it data, processes it. You give it data, it sorts it. You give it data, it analyzes data. So AI excels at processing massive amount of data on human behavior. This is one of the best innovations of AI that personally I find very, very useful in marketing and communication. It can identify patterns, trends, and preferences that will be difficult for humans to detect. This is very true because the human works. We humans, we have brains, we have bodies as well. That's flesh and blood. We have bodies. So we there's a slang in Nigeria where they say body no be firewood. I'm saying it in pidgin English. Pidgin English is, we speak it here in Nigeria. I think they speak it also some places in Ghana. So you say body no be firewood. It means body is not firewood. Your human body is not wood. It responds to so many things. I think on the what do we call it now? On the characteristics of living things, that is called irritability, response to stimuli. We respond to food, we respond to stress, we respond to emotions, we respond to pressure. So many things, can tamper with our productivity. So let me give you a very interesting example. A guy in a relationship, just got his heart broken. I know somebody just broke his heart. He was in love, and then one thing or the other, the relationship didn't work, and a relationship got broken. And he's all sad and teary. He is tired. He just doesn't know how what to do anymore. He's struggling with himself. And then at that time, he has work to do. His brain is not in the best at its best capacity for functioning at that particular time. It's not at its best capacity. So many things would affect his productivity. He's just looking at the data, and as he's looking at the data, what he's seeing is his conversations with his girlfriend, or his conversations with the person that he was in a relationship with. And he's just, how am I going to do this? These are factors. I'm just using that as an example. These are factors that affect the average man. He's not a machine. Mistakes are common to man as well. Although we can try, we can make very good efforts to you know um be perfect, but we will only try. If we didn't have tools like Grammarly, like Quillbot, there are a couple of other tools like that that would there are spell checkers. They check our spelling errors. They check um you know our language style, our writing style. If we didn't have tools like that, we likely will be having so many books and documents with a lot of typography errors. We will likely have so many emails, so many communication going out with a lot of errors, because the human mind alone, can miss out things, can miss things out. It's possible for that to happen, even after maybe 3 levels of scrutiny. Now, this is where the human AI advantage comes in. That's just what I'm trying to explain. The human AI advantage is that AI can help us process. Once it is something that is a straight process, read through, get where this is. What is the error here? Identify it, underline it. What is the error here? Point it out to us. What is this saying? How many times did this repeat itself? Different straight um decisions or straight activities that can be done. The humans don't human we don't need to spend that time doing that. That's where AI comes in. Helps us, helps us. Now, processing data empowers us to tailor our messages to our specific audience segmentations or our specific audience segments. Somebody said you don't market to the whole world. If you market to the whole world, you are marketing to nobody. You can't sell to everybody. Selling to everybody is selling to nobody. You must have an audience. You must have a niche. You must have people that you are particularly targeting. And when you have those people, you must process that data about them. So that will help you to understand that audience and know how best to deliver your message to them. So I'll just run now. My time is already almost up. We will not talk about chatbots. Understanding that chatbots, gives us access to respond in real time. I know our previous speaker spoke a bit about it. Gives us access to real time conversations with our audience. We can process messages down that immediately our audience, sends that message. We get automated responses. The person gets the message immediately. They, frequently ask questions that we know people usually ask about our products. We could leverage chatbots on our websites, on our email messaging tools, on different platforms. There are so many chatbot tools that we can leverage to respond in real time, to our audience. Now, personalized user experiences. AI allows us to personalize the user experience of our audience across all communication channels. Students can receive content and resources relevant to their interests and learning styles. This is one area that I believe education can benefit greatly from, from this evolving technology, which is artificial intelligence. Students should not just be students. Institutions should not just bring in students and then, just allow a lecturers and teachers, to just teach all of them the same way. One of the innovations coming into the education sector is that we can understand the interest of students, especially with artificial intelligence, their individual interests by the data we ask them to provide. We can understand their learning styles. Earlier I was saying some people learn faster with visual, some learn faster with audio, some learn that with verbal communication, some learn faster with discussions and conversations, some learn faster with reading. Different learning styles. We can leverage artificial intelligence to understand the different learning styles of people, of our students, and compartmentalize them or group them into these categories. And then we can give them content personalized to them. This also affects marketing because we can also, create marketing content using research that ordinarily the human mind may not be able to easily do, but powered by AI, using research to tailor our communication to our audience. Now, data-driven decision making. AI provides valuable insights to guide marketing communication strategy. Yes, we can measure content engagement, optimize communication for better results. No more guesswork. AI gives us the power of data optimization to measure the effectiveness of our communication efforts. We ought not to, continue to think marketing. We ought not to continue to guess marketing. We ought not to continue to suggest marketing and communications. Now is the time to be decisive, to be data driven with our decisions. We must be data driven. We must leverage analytics. This is the secret to big businesses, institutions, and corporations. People who have been able to scale up. We have the skill to leverage data, to leverage information. We wouldn't just say this product will work because it's my idea. No, or this is how I want to, this is the best way I can teach. So I won't teach any other way other than this way. No, this is my best education strategy, or this is the best way I can approach this lecturers materials. No, data-driven decisions Understand how it works, understand how your audience thinks, understand how best to approach them, and know from their information how best to give them what they want. And then you will see that results will begin to roll in. Now, cutting edge innovations. I already explained this earlier, that innovation is a successful attempt to make life easier, more comfortable, and more entertaining. And we've spoken about it. Now, in marketing, just to share some, cutting edge technologies or innovations that have happened recently, we have AI powered content creations. These tools, we can leverage them, in our various areas of practice, in our various fields of operation. We have AI powered content creation, where AI can help generate high quality content like product descriptions, articles, blog posts, social media posts, social media captions, website content, different areas.
Sorry, Gideon.
Yeah.
Yeah, if for the sake of time, my apologies. You will have to round up.
Oh, I don't seem to hear you so well. Okay. I have to round up. Oh, yeah. I'm okay. Yeah. So, of course, we will definitely get access to the slide. So I think I'm already done. So we have, AI powered content creation, we have predictive analytics and customer journey optimization. That's where you leverage AI to analyze your results. We've spoken about this earlier as well. Micro moment marketing with AI assistance. That's, imagine reaching potential customers at the exact moment they're thinking about a product. Then we also have personalized learning paths, like this for education. You can personalize your learning paths. We spoke about it, understanding the learning styles of different audiences and, you know, giving them their content in that way. Automated grading and feedback. We already spoke about that as well. Okay, we've not spoken about this, but you know, where people do exams and you give them their result almost immediately. You don't have to, go through the stress of marking and all of that. It's very faster. Then we have AI powered accessibility tools. So I think for my conclusion, AI empowers us to listen to the heart data. People are the message. AI helps us decode the language. I hope that with this session we would have picked one or two things, and I appreciate the opportunity to speak here as well. Thank you so much for the time. I sincerely apologize if I've gone outside of time. So I think that would be all from my end. Thank you very much.